Hi, I'm attorney Vincent Davis, and I've been fighting CPS for over 35 years. Through my years of experience, I've gained invaluable insights that I'm ready to share with you. If you're a parent or a caregiver or a relative, we need to talk. I'm offering a new opportunity for you to speak with me on a one-on-one basis. Ask me any questions, and I'll provide you with the insight you need to take steps in your CPS case. Members get everything they need to gain confidence and the knowledge that they need to support necessary to truly fight back. And as a special thank you for attending, I have a special offer just for you. Don't miss out, join us, and let's take that next step together. I'll see you at the question and answer event.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Bob Pace. I'm your host for our live podcast. You just heard from our attorney, Vincent W. Davis, and I want to thank him very much for making this podcast available, and thank you very much for all he does. He was just talking about a Zoom meeting this Saturday to hear him talk about CPS, and he has all kinds of ways to show you how you can get your children back or not lose your children, techniques, and so forth. He is a real attorney. He's been practicing fighting CPS for over 35 years. He's a trial attorney, and he knows the family juvenile dependency law. That's the area that you're caught up in, the family juvenile dependency law. So please listen to him on Saturday. It'd be well worth it. And also you need to enroll as a Skool member so you can still do his presentation, but I think there's a cost to that. And there was 2 links, and they'll be shown again at the end of my podcast. Now, I think we're still hurting right now because our phone is down. We have a phone, it's called Vonage, and we're supposed to be able to take calls, texting, and so forth, but the texting dropped down and the phone call, and I've tried since Monday to see if I can get an answer about how they get it fixed. And so I would like to tell you that you found me on Facebook, Fight CPS with Bob Pace. Tonight it's Fight CPS and Stop Taking Our Children. And I'm on 7 days a week, twice a day. That's 14 shows. I'm on at 10 o'clock morning Pacific Standard Time for 1 hour and 7 o'clock at night for 1 hour Pacific Standard Time. Now, this Friday night, that's tomorrow night, I'm going to be going to my son's Friday Night Lights football game, high school game. And so I will do my podcast several hours early at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And then at 7 o'clock, I'll be at the game. So on Friday only, this Friday, I will be not do my podcast at 7, but at 4. So mark it in your calendar. Also on Sunday, I go to church. And so I do my podcast at 8 o'clock so I can go to church at 10:30. So I will not do my podcast at 10 o'clock on Sunday. And I really want to warmly welcome you. You have made the first step by finding me, which is really a great thing. And we're here to talk about the child protection system I call CPS. Now, that is the branch of social services. It's a government agency that is entrusted and supposed to be powered through Congress to protect our children from neglect and or abuse. Further, they're supposed to help out families in need, such as food and clothing and shelter and transportation, education, medical, and helping you find a job. That's what they're also supposed to do. And thirdly, if they need to break your family apart because the children are in extreme danger, then they need to do what's called family reunification, put the family back together. And they're supposed to be really good at doing that because it's been studies shown that the best parents are the biological parents. So you can interact 4 ways. Right now, it's only 3 ways. But the first way, of course, is found this podcast, and it has emojis. You can either do a thumbs up, a smiley face, or a heart. Also, you can shower me with stars. Furthermore, I want you to subscribe so you can follow me. And if you want notifications, hit the notification button. So you just take notes and listen. That's all you have to do. But some of you may want to do more than that. Some may want to maybe ask a question or make a comment about the child protection system. And to do that, all you have to do is text it in the comment section. And I have it shown on the screen there. And it's got to be pertaining to child protection system, something related to that. And please show me your name. Your first name is fine. And then show me the city or the county that the case was in. And then the state. Also, if you're from other countries outside the United States, you're still welcome to come to this podcast because it's worldwide and everybody has CPS issues. And it's a worldwide problem about the CPS. So I encourage, I've had about 14 countries now call in about CPS issues, questions or comments and so forth. And I've heard from Bangladesh, New Delhi, India, and then a Middle Eastern country. It was written in Arabic, so I didn't know what, I couldn't translate. I don't know what country it was. Then we have the continent of Africa. We've had Liberia on the northwest along the coast. We've had Rwanda, a small country in Central East Africa near Lake Victoria. And then we have Mozambique on the east coast opposite Madagascar. And then we have, lastly, the west coast of South Africa, the province there on the west coast. Moving up to Europe, we've had England, Scotland, Wales, which is part of the United Kingdom, and we've had Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond, we've had provinces from Canada that have texted in and so forth. And also we've had all the 50 states, including Washington, D.C., talk about their case. I've had over 500 some plus people talk to me over the months. I've been doing this since October of 2011. And also I've had Indian tribes from Canada and from the U.S. And what I mean by that is that we have a program called the ICWA, the Indian Child Welfare Act of 1978. And it is supposed to protect our Indian children and families. And what it's supposed to do is that for a long time, for over 150 years, the child protection system has been not doing family reunification, having the Indian children be foster care or adopted. So it's really been sad. So now what the child protection system does is they ask you, are you a Native American Indian? Now, what that means is that are you registered with the tribe? And there's 548 federal registered tribes. Are you registered or could be registered? Because if you are, then the CPS must turn over the children to the Indian tribe, who in turn will put it with Indian families for reunification. The tribe does take care of their own. And we've had several tribes. We've had the Lakota Sioux in the Rosebud Reservation in South Dakota. We've had the Cherokee in Oklahoma. And we've had the Osage in Oklahoma. And then we've had one Indian tribe up in British Columbia, up in Canada, and they call their Indian people the First Nation people. So we have the First Nation people of Canada, and then we have the Native American Indians. And the word Indian didn't come from the Indians. It came from Christopher Columbus, who called all the indigenous people that he found in the New World Indian because he thought he was in the Middle East. He thought he was at India. So that's how they got stuck with the name. So with that being said, we've had that experience there. Also, I want to welcome a person to this room called D.S. Robinson. And she writes, what'd she write here? She said, "Hi, Bob. This is Deanna Robinson from Marietta, Ohio. Well, I'm glad to have you in my room tonight." And she further says that CPS is kidnapping an American Indian. Well, that's great. We could talk to you in a few minutes, and we'll talk about your case. I just need to explain how we can interact. And I was talking about making comments is what I was talking about. And I was talking about places around the world. And so as I went further south, went down to Mexico, and we had someone from Mexico. And then we've had from South America, Guyana, which is east of it, north of Brazil, on the east coast of South America. Then across the South Pacific to land down under, we've had Australia. And it's been the East Coast and the Gold Coast area, the Sydney area. Then the South Coast of Melbourne, and the state is called Victoria. So we've had it from Australia. So these 14 countries have all expressed concerns or questions about CPS, and we welcome them all. And I welcome everybody, no matter what your case is, whether you're an Indian or you're from the States or from the world. And so send those text comments. Try to be complete with your CPS case. So if you could start off with how your family's structured. Is it a husband, wife? Is it a girlfriend, boyfriend? Are you lovers, your partners? Are both parents involved with the children, or is one parent gone and you're a single parent? Also, are the parents the biological parents, or are there other parents involved? And then about your ages of your children, the sex of your children, and why the allegations were, like, what were the details, the allegation besides neglect or abuse? And then how were the children taken if they were taken? I'd like to know that also, because it's very interesting how the children end up in foster care or CPS's hands. And don't forget the say the names and the age, not the names, but the ages and the sexes of them. That helps me a lot. And then where you're at on your case. So that's being complete. Now, a third way to interact with this podcast is be a guest on my show. And to schedule as a guest on a show, you're going to email our show producer. Our show producer is Grace. She works behind the scenes. I want to personally thank her for all her hard work and making this show possible. And so her email is grace@vincentwdavis.com. That's grace@vincentdavis.com. And that's up on the screen. And all you do, one of my 14 shows, I want to be Bob's Sunday morning show, or Bob's Saturday evening show, or Bob's Wednesday morning show, or Bob's Tuesday evening show. You pick a day and you pick a time, morning or afternoon, and she'll take care of the rest. She's going to send you a link that you use to get on the StreamYard application. She'll also explain a lot of things, what you can do and not do. And for instance, we don't allow smoking or eating on the show. And further, we don't use the names of children, the social workers, or the judges on the show. And we can talk about your case. You'll see the comments. You can help other people. So I really encourage you to email grace@vincentwdavis.com to be on the podcast. And it's best to use your computer, but if you don't have one, a phone will work too. Work too. So that's the third way. I would talk about the fourth way, which is the call in, but unfortunately, our phone line software is down. So we're trying to fix on that. I did let them know, but I've heard nothing now in the 4 days. And this Grace, Do you hear me, Grace? Have we have any update on Vonage when it's going to be available again? When it's going to be available again? Now, we have someone in a room that had asked a question, and now I want to take the time to talk to Deanna Robinson. She's from Merritt, Ohio, and her question was: "As CPS is kidnapping, which I believe, and she's also American Indian. Now, the way it works with American Indians, and these are the people that were the first immigrants to North America. You see, all the Indians came the way of Asia through Alaska, settled in Canada, settled down into the United States, and down to down to South America. So these First Nation tribes were very much abused by the system, meaning in the 1870s they were being beaten and all the promises were being reneged on, and it was a sad ending. They have a thing called the Trail of Tears, but it's a real sad ending of how the American Indians are today, and also the Canadian Indians too, because I have them to do there. Now, how it works here is that you have to be registered or could be registered. So you need to first identify what Indian tribe are you, and the tribes usually require about 25% blood in your system to be classified as a Indian. And with that being said, um, once the social worker asks and you see the answer is yes, they're supposed to contact all the tribes you think you are in, and to try to verify, nationally what Indian tribe you belong to, because it means a lot of things. The kids do not end up, they end up initially at CPS hands, but they end up at the tribal and they get reunited with their parents. It's a better thing for them, but it's very important to be registered through your tribal council. And there's 548 recognized Indian tribes within their government. You have to look them up. Like mine is the Lakota Sioux, the Rosebud Reservation, and they are recognized too. And I have Lakota blood in me too. Now, this act was passed in 1978, so it's been around for a while. But they're supposed to make all efforts to work to get them into the system, meaning that if you're a Native American Indian in the United States, you're entitled to a separate hearing from CPS. Not separate in that sense, but they cannot try you or say you accuse you of the same things. And so I think all of you are fine, except we got one person that maybe was a little confused. I don't know. So the Indian tribe may require to be blood related of at least 0.25%. You're going to have to contact the Indian tribe. Now, Deanna, I don't know what the name of your Indian tribe is, but if you could tell me, that would really help out a lot. Help me out a lot. So, what things have transpired, Deanna, with your children being on the Indian family? Have they registered your children? Have your children registered with that tribe? Deanna, are you still there? I was asking you a question about what Indian tribe are you a member of, or that you think you are? All right. Well, maybe Deanna's stepped away, or she's working on something there. Thank you for the thumbs up. And that was Deanna Robinson. Thank you very, very much. Now, we can talk about a lot of issues. We can talk about my case. Yes, I was involved in CPS. And we can talk about the social workers, the kinds they are, what the social workers are. And we can talk about any other issues. I have over 75 tabs open that have me linked to different things that are going on with my life there. And so don't be timid or shy. Okay. Deanna now says, my granddaughter from her mom, she was 2, now she's 7. So Deanna must be the grandparent of her daughter, who has another daughter with foster care. I can find out, but I don't think. And she further says, yes, it takes. And then she says, what if she was adopted out? Well, the order, when you adopt somebody, they lose their rights. Has your granddaughter lost her rights from her daughter? Your daughter, who had the child, who is your granddaughter, did she lose the rights, the educational and the medical rights to her daughter? Did she lose them? Okay, so yes, Deanna says, okay, so that it's kind of hard, because if she's adopted out, then I think 30 days have gone by, because you have to appeal any adoptions or any changes in your orders, your court. So it's very important to appeal things right away, and to put them with the Indian tribe will be kind of hard, because she's now been placed with an adopted parent, and so that is sad, because um, so what is the question now, Deanna, about the tribe? Do you know the name of the tribe that she might be? Are you trying to help your daughter get her child back? Well, you're the grandparent. It usually goes to the mother. Now, have they terminated the rights to the child from the mother? The child can be with the grandparents. There is a possibility. But I need more information about the case. I need the starting of the case, the makeup of the family structure, those kinds of things. Don't worry about posting to some destination. You just need to post it in this room. There are 7 or 8 rooms that are linked from Facebook to this podcast. Sometimes people look up Fight CPS, and like I have one room, which is my room, and it says Fight CPS with Bob Pace. And then there's another room, it says Fight CPS Real Talk with Mrs. G. And then there's another room, The Secret How to Fight CPS and Win. That's Vincent Davis's room. And this is Relatives Fight CPS Fight CPS, Stop Taking Our Children. That's another room. And then we have the Law Office of Vincent W. Davis Associates. It's another room. And then we have the reality series, CPS, the horror stories. Well, that's one that's done by Mr. Davis. And the YouTube says, YouTube Fight CPS and Stop Taking Our Children. So, okay. We have in this room tonight, we have Deanna from Deanna's from, I think she said she's from Ohio. Marietta, Ohio, that's where it is. Okay. I know you want your granddaughter, but the problem is in CPS cases, they only talk to the parents. Grandmas and grandpas and seniors and elders are sometimes abandoned. It's sad. It is so sad there. I know how much you miss your granddaughter. Do you have any visitation with her at all? Okay. Can you tune in on YouTube on your phone so you can see the comments there? No, I don't think so. I use the computer, Grace, to tune in. I can try to do the CPS. I haven't done it before. You've given me the link, though, on my phone. I've only done it once with the phone. And I can't remember if I could see the comments or not. Yeah, I wish we had my phone so you could call me. Right now, all you could do is be a guest on my podcast. So I know you want your granddaughter. I want to try to help you when I can. And you'll call when you can. I can't trust anyone, not after what Mel did. Now, who is Mel? I have no idea what Mel is. Okay, I noticed that the comments that are on my phone on going into that defense strategy Facebook Live are different comments that I'm seeing here on my Facebook on my computer. So I try and understand what you want me to do here. I noticed that the comments that are on my phone on going into that defense strategy Facebook Live are different comments that I'm seeing here on my Facebook on my computer. So I try and understand what you want me to do here. I noticed that the comments that are on my phone on going into that defense strategy Facebook Live are different comments that I'm seeing here on my Facebook on my computer. So I try and understand what you want me to do here. I noticed that the comments that are on my phone on going into that defense strategy Facebook Live are different comments that I'm seeing here on my Facebook on my computer. So I try to understand what you want me to do here. I noticed that the comments that are on my phone on going into that defense strategy Facebook Live are different comments that I'm seeing here on my Facebook on my computer. So, okay, it keeps repeating itself, Grace. I don't know what you want me to do. No, I didn't go on Facebook. I'm on Facebook on my computer. Do you want me to go to YouTube on my computer? Not my phone? Yeah, I did that, and you heard it. It was repeating itself. They're different comments, but the comment from Deanna here is showing up, but it's not showing up on my phone there. Now, I asked a question from Deanna, who is Mel did, and she said Jane. Now, who is Janelle? Oh, you mean Janelle is Mel? Okay, I'm sorry, Deanna. Right now, we don't have a way for you to call me. We did normally do, but the Vonage has been down, and I've not heard from anybody for almost a week now. I don't know what is going on. I've asked for an update, but I still don't know what the status is. So, is there another question you can ask me, Deanna? Is there another question? So, is there another question you can ask me, Deanna? Is there another question? So, is there another question you can ask me, Deanna? Is there another question? So, is there another question you can ask me, Deanna? Is there another question?
Who's Scott Ball's priority? Donald Trump.
I voted for Trump. I campaigned for Trump. I raised money for Trump. And Trump's doing a fantastic job.
Ball. Who's Scott Ball's priority? Donald Trump.
I voted for Trump. I campaigned for Trump. I raised money for Trump. And Trump's doing a fantastic job.
Who's Scott Ball's priority? Donald Trump.
I voted for Trump. I campaigned for Trump. I raised money for Trump, and Trump's doing.
Grace, it's not working out by using the phone. There's too much negative feedback. Yes, I can see your comment. I do not see your comment on YouTube, because if you're making it on Facebook, I see it on Facebook, Deanna. I see all your comments, but I do not see your comments on the YouTube. My show producer was trying to help me do something different, and so we were experimenting a little bit there. So I'm back to the live podcast on my computer, and we're in the we are on the YouTube. But somehow the Facebook is connected to the YouTube. You know, Grace is my technical person, knows all the ins and outs, and so I guess I'm not too technical here. But if I listen to me live on my phone, then I get my feedback of my voice, or if there's an ad or anything that comes on. So it's best for me to just deal with my computer podcasts. And maybe after show, Grace, we can talk about it. Okay, we have a new person named Erica K. Love. And I want to welcome you, Erica. I don't know if you just came into the room or what, but I have no idea where you're from. What part of the... It's best to communicate here on Facebook on my computer, because my phone is not working there, Erica. What city and state or county are you from where your case was heard in, Erica? And thank you, Erica and Celeste and Deanna, for your thumbs up. Nice of you. That's really nice of you. Yeah. Well, I can try to look at the comments on YouTube, but somehow I can't. I need to turn off the volume on the YouTube. That's what my problem is. Let me try to get that back again. Let me go over the comments here. There is Cara Santetta, says that her son is in foster care and was kidnapped from me on September 8th, and we have a court coming up on the 21st. My lawyer is a court-appointed one and avoids me like you wouldn't believe. Well, court-appointed attorneys are not attorneys. Court-appointed attorney is what the child protection system hopes you use. You need a real attorney, one that practices law in family juvenile dependency law. The court-appointed attorney do only criminal law, and they're very new at doing what they do, and they also have a caseload of maybe 30 or more clients, so they don't have time to fight your case. You got a court-appointed attorney because you couldn't afford a real attorney, and that court-appointed attorney is not going to be a fighter. So that's not good news. Also, Cara, I don't know where you're from, Cara. You see here. I don't know what city or state you're from there. Oh, yeah. You're from North Carolina. I apologize. You're next down there, Carla. You're from Swain County, North Carolina. Okay, now I know where you're at. Further, Carla says, they're accusing me of neglect because of the condition of our home at the time. Well, my question is why did you let them in your home? Did they have a court order, a warrant, or did you just allow them in with your permission? I want to know what they got in your home, because that's the worst nightmare you have. Of course, they're going to find something because they're out there fishing. They're out there fishing. And they followed us every day to make sure I was at a place with a working toilet. No abuse at all. Okay. Cara further says from North Carolina, then my phone died when we were at an RV park, and I told them we were there, and they showed up because they couldn't reach me and took my son, telling me I would be arrested if I didn't comply. Well, that's not true. You got to have a court order. They can't take your children by showing up. If they try to use the police, the sheriffs, or the local police to intimidate you, that's wrong. That is a violation of civil rights. You need to get a real attorney. A court-appointed attorney is not going to help you. A real attorney will. And what you've done now is you've opened up your home and you allow them to take your child with your permission. And you don't need to. They need a court order. There's only 3 ways they can enter in the home. One is either you give them permission. 2, there's extreme danger taking place. There's, there's argument between the parents in front of the children, or the children involved, or there's weapons being used. So the children in imminent danger, they're going to come into the home. And thirdly is a court order, which is called a warrant, that specifically tells you what they can do. And it's got to be signed by a judge with a wet signature, and the clerk of that courtroom has to emboss it with a hand stamp so the signature is raised so that no one can forge it. And it's got to be on the dates, work days, not on holidays, not on the weekend, because they're not open like that. Now, as far as being arrested, I don't know what the arrest of social worker do. First of all, social workers can't arrest you. Only the police can. And they have to arrest you for a good cause. Surrendering your children is not a good cause to be arrested. And they're going to try to intimidate you and give up your child. But you can tell them that you need your you need your attorney present to resolve this issue. Now, I have a new person here. Okay, so you're a single parent, so the father's not involved, Cara, and your son is 9. The courts have tossed around now with 7 attorneys, none I asked for, and I did the right thing for all of my children. Emailing now. Well, what's happened is that the social workers will each have an attorney. If there's 2 social workers, there most likely are, there'll be 2 attorneys. If you're a single parent, there'll be 1 attorney for you. And if you have 1 child, there will be 1 attorney for the child. But all those are court order. Those are, court ordered attorneys, except the social workers. And they don't have much experience. The courts have tossed around now with 7 attorneys. Are okay? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. That's Jessica James. Jessica James, it says the courts have tossed around now with 7 attorneys. Now, Jessica, I don't know where you're from. I need to know the city or the county and the state. She has a 3-year-old son. I also have full custody of my 10 and 17-year-old and another son who's 19 and just moved out on his own. All right, so we only have the 3-year-old, Jessica. What are the allegations? They only took my youngest. They're acting like I didn't have any kids bonded. However, they're wrong. I need help registering as a Cherokee tribe. I heard they don't do blood tests. Is that true? I don't know if they do blood tests or not. Most Cherokee wants to know that you have 25% Cherokee blood. Now, the Cherokee tribe that I know of is in Oklahoma. Originally, the Cherokees were in the Florida area. In the 1870s, they took them and put in a reservation in Oklahoma. And so, anyway, Jessica, you have no idea what city or state or county you're from. Good evening, the YYC gang on Top 999. If you have a case, please tell me where you're from and about your case. Erica Love, hello, good evening. Good evening, Erica. I'm glad you're coming. For some of you that are wondering what I'm doing is I'm looking at the comments on the YouTube video. And I got the sound be able to turn off somehow. I don't know how I did that, but I don't hear myself echoing. Erica, and I have no idea where Erica or the YYC gang are, or Jessica Jones. And then we have Cara, who I know where she's from, and she's the Indian, and she's from Devon. And Jessica James is from Davenport, Florida. Okay, I see it's back up there. It's really hard to follow. Now, her attorney, Jessica, says, I don't know if it's a court appointed or real attorney, said she was not going to make my case, and I have trial on the 25th this month. What do I do? Well, first of all, if you have a real attorney, you need to have them sit down with you and explain what to do. If you have a court-appointed attorney, good luck, because they're not going to do anything until the day of the hearing. And I don't know what kind of court appearance is this. Is this your first court appearance at the judge, or is this your second? I don't know where you at on your case there. So a lot of you that are hearing me, I'm hoping that you can answer the questions there.
I voted for Trump. I campaigned for Trump. I raised money for Trump. And Trump's doing a fantastic job.
Okay, I'm looking for more comments. This is troublesome to do this. I've been doing all this. Oh boy.
Hi, I'm attorney Vincent Davis, and I've been fighting CPS for over 35 years. Through my years of experience, I've gained invaluable insights
Maybe I turn my
that I'm
volume
ready to
down
share
here.
with you. If you're
Yeah, I'll turn down my audio volume on YouTube. Maybe that will work better so I can read the comments there. Okay, I'm going back to my Facebook comments now. And she's from Kentucky. Well, glad to meet you, Erica. What city or county are you from? Richmond, Kentucky? I have another Kentucky mom from there too. It's best to communicate here on Facebook. There's too much background sound on the YouTube. So the YouTube being broadcast on Facebook is the best way to do comments. I love long stories, Erica. She's from Glasgow, Kentucky, Barron County, and now it's in Warren County. Okay. And can you tell me, I love long stories, so can you tell me what your story is about? Why did it move from Glasgow to Warren County? Why did it move there? Why did it move there? Why did it move from the county there, Erica? Can you hear me okay? Okay, here's another question from a new person called Drea. Hi, good evening, sir. I'm in LA County, California. That's good. My case was closed, and my paternal mom has guardianship of them. My daughters are 7, 8. How can I get a copy of the transcripts? What you do is that you go to the clerk. You go to the court clerk of that court, and you can get copies made. If you're low income, they will not charge you, but you got to prove that you're low income. But you can get copies, but you have to pay for all the copies. Drea says further, and so many things that the CWS or the CSW, are you saying the Child Protection System, CPS? I assume the CWS lied about altering school documents and took my kids. They will do that. They will alter it. You see, most of you people listening is that the CPS is very corrupt. They lie and they will not let you down. They'll take revenge. And they're all about making money. It's $1 trillion business. And that's all they want to do is make money. So they pay their people with bonuses and incentives. It's illegal what they do. And foster care is very, 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 very corrupt. Now, you said a 3-8 motion. Now, I forgot what city and state you're in LA County. Okay. You need to file that petition, but you got to get an attorney to file that 388. You know, you really have to be well prepared to file a 3-8. It's the burden of proof is on you. You got to show what's new or what's changed. And so a 3-8 motion is when you want to have a hearing with the judge. And so I know what that is. And if you can prove everything with documentation, then you can file a 388. Attorney will help you. You can go online. There are directions how to fill it out. There's several videos for a 388. You just fill in the request, but they're going to also ask you to give documentation that you have to prove it to the judge. And good evening, Erica Love. We've had lots of people on YouTube doing comments, which is good. And I think I've got worked out the sound here on it. So hopefully I'm answering all your questions that you may have. Now, we have about 5 minutes left of my podcast. So got some new comments in here from Deanna. Okay, Erica K. Love. Sorry, I had a hard time getting back to you. It's okay. I'm on twice a day for all you listeners out there. I'm on tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, then tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, Saturday morning at 10, Saturday at 7, Sunday at 8 a.m., Sunday at 7. So I'm on 14 times a week. So don't panic. You can get on and make comments. Also, try to be a guest on my podcast. Contact my show producer, Grace at vincentwdavis.com. She'll give you the link. And so that's one way that you can talk live. Right now, the phone I have from my office is down. I don't know what the problem is. I asked 4 days ago for help on it because it was just shut down on Monday. So hopefully we'll get that back and running. Hopefully we'll get it back and running. So with the remainder amount of the time, I do want to stress a point about an attorney, Vincent Davis. You heard me talk about him. He was my attorney. And right now, besides the Zoom meeting he's having on Saturday with y'all, he also will have a Zoom private consultation. All you have to do is you have to go to the special place here on the internet. It's up on the screen. So to book a discounted Zoom consultation with attorney Vincent Davis for up to 30 minutes, all you do is you go to https://candly.com/8ppts APPTS VWD/Bob Pace. And he will do this consultation for 30 minutes for $60. For $60, he'll do the consultation. And it's well worth for you to do it. It's a private consultation with Mr. Davis. Okay, a preliminary hearing is the first step that they do in your dependency case. It's like the beginning. They're going to map out their case plan, and hopefully your children are with relatives and not in foster care. Hopefully that is the case. Oh, you missed the preliminary hearing. Well, that's not a good thing. You know, they're doing these Zoom things, and I know it's so bad. This preliminary hearing is also known as emergency removal hearing. It's a court procedure that determines if the child should be returned home or made in foster care. So if you missed that, that wasn't a too good idea to miss that. That wasn't a good idea to miss that. You need to reschedule that if you can. You need to get your attorney. Now, are you using a court-appointed attorney or a real attorney, Erica? And also, you still not told me what city and state you're in. Yeah, you did. I'm sorry. It's Warren. You're in Kentucky. That's right. Kentucky, Barron County, Warren County. Yeah. So you missed a very important hearing, Erica. Now, I'm going to bounce back to YouTube, and I have a live chat from. Thank you so much for the kind words. I pronounce your name as Drea. That's why I ask people to always put the name I can call them their first name. What info should we have ready for Mr. Davis when set up a Zoom consultation. All you need to do is have a copy of your court orders, and you can have 30 minutes for $60. And, you should have your court papers. And right now, I've gone 1 hour, so I definitely have to close my show down. I want to thank all the people that chatted on YouTube and on Facebook. You missed my Zoom with Vincent last Saturday. Well, oh boy. You have to reschedule that again, and that's another $60. I don't know if that's $120, Erica. It's really important that you don't miss those things. Dre. Okay. Thank you, Dre. Okay, so I want to sign off. We're going to have a little speech by Vincent Davis at the end when I sign off. But I want to thank Erica Kane from Kentucky for taking the time to call in. Don't panic because you can come in again. I'm not going to disappear on you. I'm around 14 times a week, so you can't miss me on that one. I want to thank Deanna Emery from Ohio. Thank you so much for what you expressed and everything on that. Let me see who else we have. We have Deanna Robinson. Oh, you're from Ohio. Then I got confused here myself. So I think I got all the people there. Then I have Dre on YouTube. And then I have also Erica Love and the YYC gang on Top 999, Jessica James, and Kara Samsata are the people there. So thank you all. Keep fighting for your kids. And I'm going to see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Thank you, and God bless you. Now you listened to Vincent Davis talk about his Saturday Zoom meeting.
Hi, I'm attorney Vincent Davis, and I've been fighting CPS for over 35 years. Through my years of experience, I've gained invaluable insights that I'm ready to share with you. If you're a parent or a caregiver or a relative, we need to talk. I'm offering a new opportunity for you to speak with me on a one-on-one basis. Ask me any questions, and I'll provide you with the insight you need to take steps in your CPS case. Members get everything they need to gain confidence and the knowledge that they need to support necessary to truly fight back. And as a special thank you for attending, I have a special offer just for you. Don't miss out. Join us, and let's take that next step together. I'll see you at the question and answer event.